Hi, my name is Nicholas Hatsis, and this is my project for Computer Science 101. I created a web page titled The Significance of Robotic Surgery, and I created this web page from programming with HTML and CSS, which you can see here. The website is here's my URL, as you can see, and then it's followed by index.html. So if I go to my CSS, this is my index HTML page. And here's all the codes and phrases I have typed up to tell the computer what I want it to do. So you can see I have my background image, which if I go back to my website, this is the background image. I have my JavaScript, which is right here. It told me the date, and my name is up there, and that is right here too. We have the div, the header, significance of robotic surgery, and all of that is basically created from writing into the index.html page on cPanel. So on my page, I have this GIF, and I created this GIF from easygif.com in a previous assignment, and it was created by uploading three images onto EasyGIF, and then I changed the delay time to 150, and this gives me my GIF that I created. So now if I go down to my table of contents and click on any one of the links, it takes me back to this page, which is my intro page. And this page has a banner, which all the pages do. And this banner was created from Pixlr, which so was my logo, which is right here. And basically, I created this by using layers. So first, to create my logo, I got a robotic arm and an oval. So I wanted to make an illusion of an oval kind of going through the robotic arm to give it kind of a more futuristic look. So I put the oval down, and then on the first layer, and on the second layer, I had the robotic arm, which I placed over it. So that was created from layers. Then I just typed out my title right here, and I saved the logo that I created. And then in order to make the banner, all I did was get this image from Google, and I created that as a background layer. So then I put my logo on top of it, and I also typed out my title right here in blue, and my name is on the bottom right. So on my home screen, if you go down to the bottom, I have my table of contents right here. Now, my table of contents, I have these five links, which are my other web pages that I created. So if you click on the first one, it takes you to the intro. Also, each one of my web pages has this banner, and this banner was created from Pixlr, but it's also a hyperlink, which I created that in cPanel. So if we go back to it in the intro, it says indicate the name and provide a clear description of its intended purpose, such as the problem that the innovation solved, the opportunity that the innovation created, or the discovery that the innovation made possible. So basically, this is explaining what robotic surgery is, and I just say how the robotic arm is controlled by the doctor, and it's used to create a minimally invasive surgery. So patients will not be left with those big scars, as you can see from this picture from the bottom right. Is this big scar right here? It's open surgery, and these five little dots are robotic surgery. And then on the left, you can see the little robotic arms working, which looks to be on a patient's stomach or a body part like that. So that just says how it helps patients recover faster, and it's, in most cases, they're out of the hospital within a day or two. Then at the bottom, I have these links. So you can go to the home screen or you can go to the next section. So we'll go to the next section. See, this one has the banner as well. So this is the effects and impacts page. So it says explain a benefit and or a harmful effect of this innovation. So this is just saying how a pro is that the technology of robotic surgery which it's also called the Da Vinci surgery or the robotic system. And basically, the pros is that it shortens the recovery time for patients, and that was said by Dr. Angela Queck, as she's even stated that they have left the hospital within a day or two rather than a week in most cases. So that is good. But the cons, however, is that not all hospitals use robotic surgery or have personnel trained in using the Da Vinci system. So this creates a issue for patients who have to travel further to get surgery from the technology. But overall, there are more pros to robotic surgery than cons. And explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or culture. Now, robotic surgery has a big impact on society and the economy. The Da Vinci robotic system has helped patients in getting back to work quicker with a shorter recovery time. And this really helps the economy because instead of people being in the hospital for a week and being out of work for even longer than that, now they're back on their feet and able to go back to work quicker, which the more people we have working, the better the economy is doing in most cases. And also, it will help society as a whole because for someone who has to get open surgery, that will leave a big scar, which will lower their self esteem. So, if you're getting robotic surgery, you won't be left with that big scar. So it'll make you have a higher self esteem, which will make a lot of people much more happy in society. So, indicate one field other than computer science which its innovation has impacted or has the potential to impact. So basically, it's stated in the name that another field other than computer science that innovation is used for is surgeries, as I've said it a lot, and minimally invasive and it's a shorter recovery time. And it works by, as you can see, the doctors here are at the consoles controlling this robotic arm, which is performing surgery on the patient, which you can see right here. And then if you go down, I have a video that I made in a previous assignment right here. And I created this video from Screencastify, which is a web page recording app you can put on your computer. So it'll record everything you're doing on your computer, which I am actually using for this website. And then I use WeVideo to cut and trim to create this video. So we can watch it. So robotic surgery is just a type of minimally invasive surgery, and as you can see right here in this picture, is the doctor is controlling the robot from two little joysticks, and this helps the doctor to make very precise cuts, and it would also help him to make very small incisions. And here you can see how the cuts are totally different. How open surgical incision is much bigger, and the Da Vinci is very small. So you can see created with WeVideo. So now on the bottom I have the home, previous, and next section. Surgery is just a type of as well as the banner on top to go back to the home. So we'll go to the next section, and this is the technical aspects page. So described how a user interacts with this innovation. And basically, in order to interact, you have to be either a patient, which then you're not the user, but the user will be the doctor, and you need to be a licensed doctor and be trained in using this system, as this is not a game. It's a very serious matter, and one small mistake can cost someone's life. So describe in detail how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas, and there are seven big ideas. So the one that I chose that it impacted the most was global impact, and I believe that this is because it changes the way people live and work. So it will change the way doctors work now, so they won't have to be more like hands on and everything to, and that creates more of an issue. Instead, they'll be controlling the robotic surgery arm from a console, and this helps them get a closer view and be more precise with what they're doing. And this also helps patients in the way they live because they won't have to live with that big open surgery scar on their chest or on their stomachs or wherever they have surgery. It will just be five small incisions, which can really help someone feel better about themselves. So this is the data page, and basically it just describes how the innovation consumes data as input, produces data as output, or transforms. So basically, data. It's just what makes the robotic arm understand the movements the doctor wanted to make. So the robotic arm does not produce data, but it will transform the data that the for the doctor's inputs so it understands what movements to make. And it says describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern related to the innovation. And the only data concern that could occur is that some of the storage that the robot is keeping to understand the doctor's movements may somehow could be lost. And if they're lost, that can be very bad for the surgery and a lot of complications can occur with that. So now we're on my homepage. So we have my reference page. So we have the numbers, author, website, reference, title, year. So we have all four. And if we click on one of the links, let's say, it takes us to this link, which this is where I got some of my background knowledge. So back on my homepage, and if you want to go to the references, let's say, you just click this link. And if you want to go back to the home, you just click this link. So on my references, I would say that my best use source was this video that was created from Yukon.
The real benefit of the Da Vinci surgical system that it brings to Yukon is that we offer a new service to our community.
The nice thing about the Da Vinci robot, the tips of the laparoscopic instruments can move with greater degrees of freedom than my own hands. It is still the surgeon performing the surgery. The robot is basically a tool to transmit my exact motions with my hands inside the body to the tips of those laparoscopic instruments.
Robotic surgery is used primarily now for gynecology and hysterectomies. We also use it for infertility surgeries and for other cancer surgeries, such as prostate cancer. We're hoping this year to expand into removal of thyroid tumors and head and neck cancers and other general surgical procedures.
One of the best parts of the robotic system is that there's a lot more precision in our surgical technique because the anatomy is magnified. So when we're actually at the console, we're looking into your body in 3D imaging.
Robotic surgery offers a much faster recovery than traditional surgery. Traditionally, we did many of our cancer surgeries through a big incision about this big, and patients would stay 3 to 5 days in the hospital. But now with robotic surgery, they end up with 4 or 5 incisions that are this big, and many patients go home the next day or the same day.
The Da Vinci robot has really done so much for our patients. They've been thrilled that they can have a minimally invasive procedure, and it's been rewarding to me as a physician and a surgeon to see the success rates.
So this is the significance of robotic surgery. And here's my website link if you want to follow it and get more information. And it is by myself, Nicholas M. Hatsis.